the day starts. I face the day the same way that I do every day, as my greatest opponent. Moving forward, being grateful, creating, giving, sharing, learning, and passing that on. I train because I love to. It makes me stronger. It makes me think more clearly. And at the end of the day, it helps me provide a better service to the people that I care about. And if I didn't do that, what would my purpose be? I know why I'm here. Now, let's get started. All right, good morning. It's time to get up and get after it. If you find yourself at the same bridge over and over again, on the other side of it is greatness. All you have to do is cross it. I mean, what are you afraid of anyway? What's even scarier is never crossing it. Rise and grind, guys. Rise and grind. Speaking of grinding, I went hard today and now my lower bracket is grinding, which I'm excited about because that means that I get to replace it. Love me some parts. All right, here we go. Besides, it was probably hard work that brought you here. There's no luck involved. You know, you're really lucky when you work your ass off. That's right, baby. You guys take your naps, get your extra sleep, do whatever it is that you do. I'll be working. Part 2. I don't care what anybody says. If you're down to the wire and you got to make it happen quick, you want to get in and out, and you want to get a good workout, okay? This machine is old school or Neff, right? It is old school as hell, but man, it does work. I was there when it came out. It tells you how old school it is. All right, let's do it. Keep moving and shaking, and it'll happen. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me just take a sip of this coffee right quick. Right here, that's right, I drink coffee when I train. All right, because I'm over in the dirt. And even dustier. All right, let's go. What are you waiting on? It's not a question of if. It's a question of when. Keep going. Keep growing. Keep progressing. This is the exercise that made this machine famous. All between that and its partnership with Chuck Norris. I'm going inside and watch the Octagon after this.
The best thing about this exercise is that if you have shoulder problems or lack of mobility in your shoulders, it can actually reverse it. If you've been doing this as long as I have, it's more than likely that you do. And by problems, I don't mean something that's necessarily going to stop you. I just mean something that's just going to keep you aware of how fast you're going. I look at pain as more of a speedometer, if you will.
Yep. You bet, brother. You bet, brother. This is how I get down. I actually enjoy it. I do. Good. It makes me feel good. Something lean, something green. Real simple. Check 1, 2. Check 1. All right, guys, welcome to the third episode of the X Chronicles. My name is X. Good to see you guys. Thank y'all for being here. Today's episode will be primarily based around a bike rebuild. Not a build from the ground up, but a rebuild, okay? It's basically going to be this old school Hyper, which is a Walmart bike. All of the parts on this bike that are considered less than professional will be replaced, which is pretty much all of them. From a professional mountain biker's perspective, okay? I think it's a great bike. It has a lot of sentimental value also. Okay, I've had it for a while and I've used it for a while and it's lots of fun. I have other bikes, but this one holds a special place in my heart, so I'm gonna give it some TLC today, okay? From the bars to the stem to the drivetrain to adding disc brakes to it, et cetera, et cetera. Basically everything, like I say, other than the frame. So we're gonna have some fun today, okay? Y'all hang out with me for a bit. Let's do this.
Martial arts has always been a huge part of my life. I've competed in all the styles that I do, which made it my sport. However, deep down inside, deep down in my soul, it'll always be what it's always been. An art. In life, well, life is my canvas.
I'm gonna salvage the brakes so I can put them on my BMX, waste not, whatnot, right? Because when the BMX was stolen, when I got it back, it didn't have any brakes on it. Because I guess that's what modern BMXers do now. I don't know. Fairly decent. Two young mothers, wild and free. Why? Why am I singing that song? I don't own the rights to the music, YouTube. My God. You are unable to monetize this channel. I don't have time to write any more music. I mean, I will. I guess I will. Why not? Why not? Right? Why not? This should be a half-inch on the goose. That way, that. I hate to do this because I don't have the right tool. So I'll just be careful with this.
Well, so much for being careful.
I'm coming undone. Loosen up my buttons, babe. Hear my voice cracking, so. Suppose I'm gonna edit out all the cuss words. That would probably be the right thing to do. You don't have to be a star, baby, to be in my show. Oh, I didn't mean to Christina Aguilera. All right. Set these aside and put these on the BMX. No sense in letting some perfectly good snafus go to waste. Okay. For now, I am going to mix this drivetrain together. I'm going to use this original 3x in the front and the 10 in the back, and then I'm just going to lock it into place. Besides, until I get new gear shifts, it won't be able to, and new derailleurs, by the way. It won't be able to use the full capacity of the back sprocket or the back cassette. Cheers, baby. Bam.
I thought I'd go on one last ride with the boy before the rebuild. Between sports and school and moving in and out of state, he really didn't spend too much time on it. So every time that I wrote it, I would imagine how much fun he'd be having if he were. And I took a lot of joy in that. He's all grown up now. He's going to college, and he only lives a little less than an hour away, but I miss him, you know. When he was little, I used to drive home after the gig on Saturday night, whether it would have been in Dallas or Tulsa, Oklahoma City, I don't know, it didn't matter. So I can get home to him and be with him on Sunday. And it was Sunday, my son day. It always will be. This is for you, bud. This is for you.
Who doesn't do that?
If you're faced with a situation to where you have to be creative because you don't have the right tools, then be creative and make something. Here, I made a headset cup compressor.
It was at this point in the build that I realized that the stem of my forks was way too long. It wasn't going to work. What I had initially planned on was placing the spacers over the stem of the fork, and then since the top part of it was threaded, lock it down with a lock nut, and then place the top of the stem on top of that with the stem adapter that I had to get because it was for an inch wide fork stem as opposed to an inch and an eighth. So that didn't work, not even a little. So I took it over to my good friends at Bike Barn, who always provide a good service for me and the rest of the biking community here in Katy, Texas, and had them do their thing. And I got some of that on video as well. So that's going to be a part of this episode. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the Halloween edition of the X Chronicles. I had a lot of fun making it. Yeah, true story. Here we go. Okay, these are the old forks, and these are the new ones. After putting them on the bike, I've noticed there's a considerable size difference. So what we're going to do today, here at Bike Barn, they're going to cut the stem and thread it so that it matches the old fork. All right, so that's what we're up to. Thread. Thread down to the bottom, or however low it needs to go, and cut it short. Alright, here we go. So, here in the shop, they have the tools to cut and thread stem forks, but apparently they've had it for 2 years and haven't used it yet, so this is going to be the first time they've actually used it, and we're getting it on film. Alright, so here we go. Pedal, damn it. I love that. She likes the monito.
He's cute, good. You can see his eyes. He's going for a ride.
Now, it's funny, when I took this bike over up to Sun and Ski, buddy of mine's a bicycle mechanic over there, and he asked why I was putting these parts on this bike. And I really didn't go too far into it. I just, I gave him a really short answer, but what I was thinking was, I mean, why not? I mean, why not? And that, that really goes for everything. I mean, why not? What's holding you back? What's keeping you from feeling good? I mean, after all, you deserve to. This type of rear suspension shock always gets a lot of criticism for a couple of reasons. One is because it's so inexpensive, and if anything is inexpensive, there's always a reason for it. There's shortcuts and they cut corners. So what I decided to do was take it apart, look at it, and see what was so flawed. And when I did, the flaws were obvious. There were plastic bushings. The bolts that held it together were fairly brittle, not if you're just riding them down the street, but if you decided to take it on trails frequently or for an extended period of time, they may not hold up. So what I did was I got some old skate wheels and took the bearing cages out of there, or the hubs out of there, and where the plastic bushings went, I replaced them with those bearing cages, and those are made out of metal, not plastic. So I made some mods to it. Now, I didn't want to do any fabrication, but I did have to take some tubing, cut it up, make it fit so that everything would be nice and tight.
All right, let's fabricate some stuff.
Dang it.
Once I do that, there's no turning back. That should make some fun, though. Let's go. What have I got myself into? Oh well, it's not over until you're done.
Whatever it is that you put in, that's what you get out. feel good? Well, it's because you deserve to. Put out good vibes, you get them right back. Reciprocity, as they say.
So there you go. There is no such thing as it is what it is. There is what it was, there is what it is, and there is what it can be. All right. All right, let's do the other side now. That's how you do it.
Now, I did have to make some adjustments. I had to bend on the frame a little bit, but it's made out of aluminum, and once I reinstalled the shock, it was shaped a little bit different than it was before, and that aluminum, it molds right to it, actually. Now, I could have easily gone out and just bought a rock shock or a Fox or something of that nature, and that has its place. But where's the fun in that when you're building something?
All right, I replaced the plastic bushings with these wheel hubs from a skateboard or from some skate wheels, okay? They're not plastic, they're rock solid, and they're lubed up and ready to go. Okay, so that solves it. Other than cosmetics, the functionality of it is spot on for what I'm doing. We'll check it out here in just a bit.
This bike build has brought me great joy. And at other times, it was a severe pain in the ass. And because of that fact, I'm almost sad that it's over. Or is it? If it's over, why do I feel like I'm just getting started? Let's have some fun, shall we? Let's go.